Hi everyone, thanks for joining me again on my channel, and this video is about sewing themes. So it's number 2 in the series, and this is going to be March sewing themes. I really can't believe that it's gone so quickly through March since I posted my February sewing themes. I just must have been sewing too much, the time went really quickly, and now we're 25% of the way through 2023, which actually seems a bit scary, but there you go, it's time flies, as they say. Anyway, on to the theme for March. A cabbage. Any ideas? Sewing theme for this month is spring greens. It seemed like an obvious choice since we were heading into spring and summer here in the UK, so I decided to sew up some items with a spring theme and also a green theme, but not cabbages, so we'll just get rid of that. So here goes with the first one. The first make that I sewed this month is a pattern by Mrs. Depew, which is a very simple two-piece dress, and when I saw it, it immediately reminded me of Mrs. Maisel, who is the 1950s 60s character in a series, and very much in her style. So I sewed this one up in a taffeta fabric. It wasn't quite right for the pattern. I feel something a little bit more fluid might have been a bit better due to the pleats on the shoulders, but I kind of made it work, and I'm going to pop up a picture of the before and after, because I had to make a couple of modifications. The actual pattern doesn't have any darts in it, but I put some in to give it a little bit more shape and a little bit more fitting. So here it is. It's still not quite perfect, but I think with a belt and some nice accessories I can make it work. I might sew this up again in a different fabric just to see how it works out, maybe something a little bit more fluid next time. My second make for March was a 1940s suit, which I sewed up in some fabric that I got from Vicky at the Good Stitch in Goring. I bought this fabric around about Christmas time. It's quite a drapey fabric. It does have a man-made element in it, which makes it a little bit springy, so it's not really true to the 1940s fabric style, but it worked with what I was trying to do to it, and I wanted, because I hadn't got already, something with a button-up neckline. The suit itself is all self-drafted, so I just use my basic jacket block to draft the jacket and the basic skirt block to draft the skirt. I added in some cute little pockets and drafted the neckline, which I hadn't done before, so I had to redraft the collar. Then I added in some big buttons, which I got from Etsy, and a kick pleat in the back of the skirt because I just like them. So here's the suit. As you can see, it's a semi-fitted suit. I just added a belt in there just to pull it in, give it a bit more of a silhouette, and I think that colour is going to look great. I'm really looking forward to styling it with some various Pantones to see what colours I can get away with putting it with. I'm thinking maybe some pinks, mauves, aubergine kind of colours. I think that would look quite nice. My third make for March was a 1950s dress. Now I used to make quite a lot of them, but I don't actually have that many in my wardrobe now. Over the last year I've been sewing more 1940s styles and suits, but I saw on Instagram this dress here, which was actually a dress from Kiko Bell's Vintage. It wasn't in my size, and obviously as I sew, it'd be much cheaper for me to make it up for myself anyway, so that's what I did. And I did manage to find some fabric in pretty much the same colours. So this was the basis of the dress, the pattern that I used. So it's Butterick B6055, and as you can see, it has the same kind of skirt and also pretty much the bodice. I did a little modification on the collar, and it was quite easy to add the piping around there. So here's the dress. I think that dress out of my 3 March makes has got to be my favourite. I'm really looking forward to wearing that this spring and summer. I love the colour. Anything chartreuse, I'm all over it, and it's definitely a 1950s colour. So that's it. That's my sewing makes for March. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope I've given you a little bit of inspiration. There's definitely more to come. I'm going to be having lots of different sewing themes. So please do subscribe so you don't miss anything, and I'll see you again in the future.